Hey everyone, this is just an overview of the course as it sits right now. I am looking at Blackboard the way you would see it as a student, and you will see up here this is the course Introductory to Microbiology. I teach section 004 as well as 008. All of you are in this one section. And here you would have different announcements, which right now there is just one about the availability of the syllabus quiz. Here's my information, here's the syllabus, and then over here, this is kind of the important thing, the weekly modules page. And you should also have another spot that you should see that's going to allow you to have direct access to the ebook, but I'll check on that. But here under weekly modules, this is where all of your weekly work is going to begin. You have the Starting Strong folder. And this is material here to help you become more comfortable with how this course is going to go. And for each week, you're going to have what this is, what you see here, the module introduction. And it's going to tell you everything that you need to do for that day, or for this section here. So for the Starting Strong, you're going to review a variety of different activities. Beware of the Shield of Doom, Navigating Blackboard, Connect Overview, Study Tip, different study strategies, and then due dates. So for the Starting Strong, you must complete the syllabus quiz and then the introduction discussion forum by Thursday, August 23rd, this Thursday, by 11:59 p.m. Alright, and then you can go up and you can click through all of these different activities. Here you have the Shield of Doom. Really just telling you that Blackboard is not compatible with Internet Explorer, so you want to use a different browser. Alright, different information about navigating Blackboard. McGraw-Hill. That is where you will find the ebook as well as the Connect, where you'll find different activities, graded activities. Some other reading strategies. This is really a way to think about how you learn and what's going to be easiest for you and different ways to prepare for exams. And then this is the Starting Strong introduction. Hopefully it won't take too long, 5 to 10 minutes, not that long. And you have 3 points to answer, and the length of your post should be 5 to 6 sentences long. So you have 3 activities or 3 things to answer. You do the math, 1 to 2 sentences, but some of them have to be more in order for you to get that 5 to 6 sentence length. All right, also due by August 23rd, Thursday. And then the syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz is there to make sure that you have read this. The syllabus is a contract between you and I, and anything in that syllabus is true, right, for this course. So it talks about what you have to do to complete the course successfully. Take quizzes, take exams, be part of the discussion forum. This is an online class. We need to have some sort of community, some sort of way to talk about things as we would discuss in a class. Alright, so you will be required to participate in the discussion forums. Not everyone likes that, but unfortunately it is part of an online course. A student once told me that if he or she was taking this class face-to-face, that he or she really could have the option of just sitting there in class and not talking to anyone. Well, that could be true. It may not. Some face-to-face professors require you to participate in class, and you get a grade for that. Just like that, I am requiring you to participate in this class through the discussion forums. You will also, you need to read through the syllabus and make sure that everything in there, the requirements of my course, are compatible with you as a student. Not that I like to see that you then drop the class, but you do have that option. All right, this quiz is a 10-question quiz. You can have the syllabus next to you, all right, print it out, refer to it, but you must earn a 70% or higher to remain in the course. You will have 2 attempts to take it, and you will also have just 15 minutes, should have minutes there, 15 minutes to complete, and then you'll be done with the starting strong. So in all reality, this component really will not take you that long. And then, sorry, if we go back up here, which you can't see, to the weekly modules, this is week 1. All right, so week 1, you're going to work through starting strong by Thursday. And then week 1, there is one activity that you would need to complete by Saturday. But I want to show you this complete list of chapter objectives first. And I've already opened it. And this is a complete review guide for the final exam. So how do you start studying for the final exam, which isn't until December? You start doing it right now. The final exam is cumulative. It is over everything in this semester. And the exams are going to have very specific questions. All right, where do you find LPS? What is LPS? Well, it is part of the cell wall of gram-negative organisms. What is it? What is another name for LPS? Endotoxin. What does endotoxin do? It causes fevers. All right, so those are very specific questions that you could find on your exam, and everyone's going to ask, where is the review guide? All right, this is your review guide for the entire semester. And if you open it up, you will see this. And let me go back, move this. All right, so chapter 1, when you finish the material from week 2, week 1 and 2 are both going to work through chapter 1. This talks about pages on Blackboard itself. You should be able to accomplish the following. Be able to list the 4 macromolecules. What are the 4 macromolecules? Carbohydrates, proteins, nucleic acids, and lipids. Right? That is the answer to this question here, this objective. And so you might find a question on the exam of which of the following is not an example of a macromolecule. All right, so your options might be DNA, that's a nucleic acid, protein, sugar, that's a carbohydrate, wax, that's a lipid, salt, that is not a macromolecule. So then there's your answer. All right, be able to compare and contrast DNA and RNA. All of these objectives, all right, you can look through the chapter lecture notes and be able to answer those. And I'm going to fast forward, all right, to this one here. All right, move this down, sorry, but chapter 8, microbial genetics. You have a lot of terms, all right? Define the following terms: genome, chromosome, gene, protein, which you should already know, genotype, phenotype, transcription, translation, mRNA, tRNA, phase variation. And so then how do you go about completing or creating a study guide? Well, you just download this file and then look. This part is actually already completed for you. All right, so genome is the collection of one's genes or their DNA. Chromosome, a discrete part of the genome that has a specific part of the genome. Gene is the fundamental unit of heredity responsible for a given trait. Transcription, the process of making mRNA from DNA. Translation, the process of making a protein from mRNA. All right, so all of these can be easily answered. All of this information is going to be in your lecture notes, all right, those PowerPoint lecture notes. And so then you can go and create a study guide. Exam 1 is going to be over chapters 1, right here, chapters 3, right here, and then chapter 4, which starts right there, but really is up here in this area. So if you go and create a study guide, you're going to answer all of these questions. All right, now, where is chitin found? All right, that is a very specific answer. It's found in fungi. All right, so then you write fungi here. All right, you don't need to add a huge paragraph for everything, otherwise your study guide is going to be very long. All right, but this is where you go to create the study guide, and you'll find these objectives at each within the PowerPoint notes. All right, so then if I adjust this back down to weekly modules, here's week 1. All right, we're starting week 1, chapter 1, part 1, introduction to microbes and their building blocks. So again, you've got all of these different components, weekly objectives, and due date, starting strong reminder. You need to complete that starting strong module. Chapter 1 overview, some different activities, and chapter 1 learn smart. So I'm just going to move through all of these. All right, this is how you're going to navigate the course. All right, here's your reading activity for this week, chapter 1. And then here are some different chapter 1 videos for you to watch. All right, these are not created by me, but from here on out, most of them will be. This just gives you a very overview of microbiology in general. All right, now, happy studying. All right, so here you're going to click this launch, and it's going to take you to Connect. All right, it's a Learn Smart activity. It is due August 25th, which is Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. So if we go here, this is going to be a little hard. All right, so, okay. So this actually gives you the instructor version, but it is chapter 1 introduction. I can preview this to show you what it looks like, I hope. It's going to think, and this is what you should see when you do it. And we'll allow it to load. And this is not a good idea. This is probably not a good idea because it's not a student version. Okay, well, we'll go back to it's not going to allow me to look at that as a student, but you should be able to see it. It is already in the gradebook, so it has been created, and that's what this course is going to be like. Even though you don't see it, I will post this introductory video on your weekly modules so that you can watch it. But then from here on out, at week 2, which will be chapter 2, part 2, or chapter 1, part 2, you'll have up here at the top a short video, probably 10 to 15 minutes, that will give you an overview for that week. And that's about it. Okay, and so here, all right, here you go. Direct Connect access. So I'm going to have to fix this so you guys can actually see it. For some reason, it's hidden from you, but after I fix it, then you will be able to use this to go directly to Connect. All right, so please email me if you have any questions, and have a great first week.